Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this Friday. And first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening. Man, but I just want to come at y'all real briefly this morning, man, because I got a few things I need to get off my chest. And first of all, that is that of Anthony Davis. Man, I am, for one, sick of seeing all the comments on the internet. Everybody want to say the next day after the Lakers got their butts handed to them by the Sacramento Kings, everybody want to sit around and say, oh, LeBron James, man, LeBron James, this and that. Listen, LeBron James is 39 years old. We keep saying, when is he going to be able to pass the torch to a Anthony Davis? He picked Anthony Davis as his teammate, 4 or 5 years ago now, and they were successful that first year, but because Anthony Davis injuries and that of LeBron James injuries, we haven't been able to see everything come to fruition the way that we wanted it to. But at the end of the day, when you have an Anthony Davis who is 0-10 against a Sabonis, when Anthony Davis, you're supposed to be a top 75 player. I don't see Sabonis as a top 75 player. AD, you supposed to be a top 75 player. I don't think Sabonis is LeBron James matchup. That's Anthony Davis matchup. So where is the pride? That's what you can go out and get me in points. And then that man having his way with you, whether he getting to the basket using his physical prowess, which how is he even physically stronger than you? How are you allowing this man to get you off your block, even if he do take a shot and take an elbow up through your face, and then you fall down? Now, I understand elbow to the face not going to feel good, and you might want to fall down and maybe sell it a little bit. That could have even been an offensive foul. It could have been an offensive foul. I seem to be offensive foul for other players. We're not going to get into all that portion of it. But if a man elbow you in the face and knock you down to the ground off taking a shot, you supposed to, what you think Shaq would have did? First of all, it wasn't happening to Shaq. But second of all, Shaq going to come back down. He going to dunk on you. He going to talk bad to you. You understand me? Anthony Davis, you got to get that dog in you, baby. You got to get that dog in you and have some self-pride in yourself. You can't sit up here and let Sabonis treat you like that. 0-10 against Sabonis. And I'm not taking anything away from Sabonis, a very talented, very gifted player. We saw what his daddy was able to do. His daddy used to do Shaq in. I'm telling y'all, I witnessed it live. I seen Game 7, Portland and the Lakers. And we want to say this and that about Shaq and them MVPs. He was the better and Kobe was the sidekick. Man, they worked well together because even though Shaq dominated the finals matchup, it wasn't no Sabonis just waiting for him in the finals. That was the Western Conference Finals when Shaq was almost, I won't say stifled, but Kobe the one who had to score all them points in that Game 7 and put the Lakers on his back. It wouldn't even been no finals. It wouldn't have been no 3-peat without the late great Kobe Bean Bryant. So let's get that understood. You understand me? Now, I'm going to start talking like my Texas boys. You know what I'm saying? That's what them Texas boys say. Best to get that understood. So let's get that understood. Kobe was never really no sidekick to Shaq. Now some of my other videos, I did say those were Shaq finals MVPs. I made that video some years ago, but at the end of the day, it's still true that Shaq probably was the most dominant player on the team. And, but you can have two alphas on the team. Because look at LeBron and Kyrie. That was a dynamic duo, but shit, they needed each other. Pippen needed Jordan. Jordan needed Pippen. That's how basketball worked. I don't understand all these smooth-brained individuals who think that basketball is golf. I think that basketball is tennis. Come on, man, get your mind right. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, Anthony Davis, you have to step your game up because the Lakers can only go as far as you carry them. Now, we saw LeBron James with some spectacular finishes this year, like against the Clippers, and he did his thing. And we saw the other night, the guy jumped the route. You think LeBron about to get the chase down block like he normally would. He didn't even put forth much effort. After the game, we found out that LeBron James is dealing with the upper respiratory cold and things like that. So, no excuses for him. But at the end of the day, he wasn't feeling well. But he is getting up there in age. LeBron James cannot carry you to championships by himself anymore. He needs help. And Anthony Davis, you have to step up. And Lakers role players, you have to go out and hit these shots. Rui Hachimura's been playing great as of late. I feel like if Vanderbilt comes back, once Vanderbilt comes back and the Lakers get another on the ball defender, a point of attack defender, then they will be in a good spot to make another deep playoff run this year. If you look at all the teams in the West, man, all of them can beat each other. on any given night. The West has always been the most talented conference for whatever reason, even back in the 80s and the 90s. I don't care. Y'all want to say about what y'all want to say about LeBron James going to the finals 8 years in a row and the East was weak. He didn't face this man. He went against first team all defensive players the whole time. The East has always been predicated on defense. So don't just look at, how many, offensive teams or whatever, because LeBron James was facing some mighty good defensive teams that were number one in defensive PER, like the Indiana Pacers, like those Derrick Rose Chicago Bulls teams that he faced. So regardless of such, you could do the same thing with Michael Jordan in that Eastern Conference. You want to talk about those great Knicks teams. Those teams weren't all that good. Patrick Ewing is the only Hall of Famer on those teams. John Starks, trash! You understand what I'm saying, man? But I just had to chime in on that really quickly as far as Anthony Davis is concerned, man. Anthony Davis is an old Snoop song, man. And since y'all in LA, I find it fitting. Anthony Davis, you better bump that Snoop in. Step your game up. You hear me? You best step your game up. But, man, anyway, man, I'm riding around out here, man. About to go take care of some business. If y'all haven't done so already, hit that like, hit that share, and hit that subscribe. And as always, this is your boy B New. I'm saying right on to the real, and much love to these haters. I'm out.